Are you moving to or wondering what it might be like living in Raleigh, North Carolina? Maybe the cost of living, the schools, the neighborhoods, or even the feel and lifestyle of the communities? We're going to break it down for you today, and by the end, you'll know what it means when someone says ITB. I'm Allison Warnerowski with Ray Realty, and welcome to another episode of our Living in Raleigh series. In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about living in Raleigh, North Carolina to give you a good overall rundown of exactly what life here is really like. If you haven't been paying attention, Raleigh has consistently been amongst the top 5 best places to live in the country when it comes to quality of life. Midway through 2022, it's actually number 4 in the world and number 1 in the US in this category. It was just named the best place for business and careers in America for the 4th time in 5 years. It has the hottest job market even before Apple, Google, and Meta have opened up campuses here, and it's one of the safest capital cities in the country. The accolades go on, but it's easy to see why so many new people have chosen to call Raleigh home. Let's start by talking about some of the basic facts about Raleigh, North Carolina's state capital. It's located roughly in the center of the state of North Carolina, about 2.5 hours away from the Atlantic Beach coastline and just 4 hours away from the Appalachian Mountains. The Raleigh area is often referred to as the Triangle, which is comprised of Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill, and it surrounds the Research Triangle Park that encompasses the 3 major research universities in this area: NC State, Duke, and UNC. The population of Raleigh itself is estimated to be around 480,000, but Raleigh can't be talked about without its greater metropolitan area, which is estimated to be north of 1.5 million. The suburbs and the surrounding cities to Raleigh offer so much and are broken down into other videos on this channel. Overall, Raleigh's population is not very dense. More condos and apartments are constantly being constructed, but the population is fairly spread out amongst the city itself and the surrounding suburbs. Also, the median age is 33 years old. The average annual household income is $94,000, while the median income is $65,000, which indicates the growing number of high-paying jobs available. Downtown Raleigh is certainly a location of many jobs, but quite a few people work in the Research Triangle Park and surrounding areas, so the traffic does get spread out. Average commute times are reportedly around 24 minutes, but that varies for specific situations. The downtown area is generally on the southern portion of the city limits, surrounded by the inner Beltline called I-440. This is where many of Raleigh's older, more historical homes are located. It's the home of North Carolina State University and commonly referred to as ITB, inside the Beltline. The city is then encompassed by the outer Beltline called I-540, which is currently nearing its final phases of construction. The northern portion has been completed for some time and outlines what is deemed as North Raleigh, which in general has relatively newer homes and shopping centers. Raleigh is also conveniently located just 30 minutes away from the intersection of 2 of the nation's largest interstates, I-40 and I-95, which allow you to travel to nearby cities quickly. There's currently no intercity mass transit system beyond buses, and the city is pretty spread out, so you'll need a car. The RDU International Airport is conveniently located in the north part of town, just a 25-minute drive from downtown and even closer to most of Raleigh's neighborhoods. Raleigh's Union train station, located downtown, allows you to take an Amtrak train ride to nearby cities like Charlotte and even Washington, D.C. Weather-wise, Raleigh experiences all 4 seasons. The spring and fall experiences mild weather with highs in the 60s and 70s. The spring brings with it loads of pollen, so get your allergy medicine ready. And the fall has the most beautiful leaf changes. The winter typically has highs in the 30s to the 50s. It usually snows or ices a few inches a couple times a year, which is typically enough for the kids to get in some sledding. The summer has highs in the 80s and 90s and is accompanied by high humidity, which makes it feel hotter. Raleigh is usually on alert for hurricanes in July through October, but actual hurricane impacts are rare. The last direct hit that caused damage was back in 1996. Usually it feels just like a thunderstorm as it passes closer to the coast. Okay, now that we have the basic facts down, let's get into the general lifestyle. Raleigh is known by its nickname as the City of Oaks, as there's green everywhere. But it's also a great place to raise a family, an active community, and offers an excellent variety of living. Raleigh is a very friendly, safe, and progressive place to live where Southern hospitality is truly felt. The city really does a great job catering to families by offering so many parks, museums, and events to keep your kids entertained. It also has an excellent school system with nationally renowned universities. If you enjoy exercising, Raleigh is known to be an incredibly active community. With over 6,100 acres spread over 224 park properties, plus 117 miles of greenway trails, Raleigh truly caters to those who want to stay active. Check out Umstead Park, a massive preserve park in the middle of the city with tons of trails and campsites, or the 6-mile Art to Heart trail that connects downtown Raleigh to the Art Museum. Raleigh also offers an incredible variety of living that can suit just about anyone's needs. There are options to live in or near Raleigh's growing downtown or Midtown North Hills area for the more urban feel, and there's plenty of family-friendly neighborhoods that vary in price, location, and style. The surrounding suburbs offer so much variety as well, as there are busier, more upscale suburbs along with more rural, spaced-out locations. Also, as previously mentioned, you're close to the beach and to the mountains, as well as multiple lakes for freshwater fanatics, so there's endless places to explore. Raleigh does have several professional sports. The NHL's Carolina Hurricanes, which boasts the loudest house in the NHL. They play near downtown and have stolen the hearts of Raleigh. Soccer fans may know the NCFC and the Carolina Courage, and the area has multiple professional baseball teams, which include the AAA Durham Bulls and the AA Carolina Mudcats. Arguably, our best sporting environments, though, come from college, as NC State football tailgates are a hit, and Duke-UNC basketball matchups feature the best and possibly most heated rivalry in the nation. Healthcare-wise, Raleigh has a nationally recognized healthcare system anchored by both Duke and UNC's award-winning medical programs. These hospitals and universities are consistently recognized as some of the top in the nation in both care and research, and have excellent cancer centers and children's programs. You can rest easy knowing that you're in good hands here. Education is another popular topic. Wake County Public Schools have good schools overall. There are many excellent public schools, but there's also plenty of charter and private schools that are highly rated. If you're buying in a neighborhood specifically for a public school, do be cautious, as some schools can reach capacity, which could relocate you to another nearby school. For post-high school education, the Raleigh area has some of the best schools in the nation, with NC State, Duke, and UNC nearby, as well as Meredith, Peace, Shaw, and some of the best technical colleges around. Now for the shopping. We have multiple large shopping malls, with the most popular being Crabtree Valley Mall. North Hills is another great location with plenty of name brand and trendy shops. Grocery store options are another thing I get asked about often. Our local staples have been Harris Teeter and Food Lion, but we have a growing number of Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Wegmans, Aldi, Sprouts, and yes, Floridian's, the beloved Publix. Next, let's talk about the cost of living. To see a more thorough breakdown, watch our video here. Raleigh has just slightly surpassed the national average in cost of living, which is primarily due to the hot housing market. While this has increased housing prices, Raleigh's market is not topped out yet, as it's among the top 10 cities for home appreciation. This has led to investors across the nation wanting a piece of Raleigh's market. So get your foot in the door of home ownership here to benefit from the appreciation as well. The median listing price here is just over $430,000, which can get you around a 2,000 square foot home with 3 bedrooms. Price and size do vary greatly depending on the location, so it's just a rough idea. There are neighborhoods with homes as low as the 200,000s, which are usually smaller homes that require upgrades. There's also neighborhoods well over $1 million that will vary. Some are new construction and some are older homes in the heart of Raleigh. One misconception of Raleigh is that you'll find a cheap home with a lot of land, and that's really not the case in Raleigh, as most neighborhood lot sizes are half acre or less. For those looking to rent, the average rental price for a 3-bedroom home is just under $2,000 a month, and it's in the $1,500 range for a studio or a 1-bedroom apartment. Raleigh does have property tax on both homes, cars, boats, etc. For a $400,000 home in Raleigh, you'll pay just over $4,000 in annual property taxes. Raleigh also has a state income tax at 4.99% and has a 7.25% sales tax on all goods and services. Raleigh does not have many tolls though, so that's one benefit. Gas currently costs just under $4 per gallon, but prior to the recent increases, Raleigh averaged in the mid $2 range per gallon. Food costs are very reasonable here, with a gallon of milk running about $3.50 to $4 per gallon for non-organic whole milk as a measuring stick. Fast food style restaurants are around $8 to $12 per meal, while sit-down restaurants are closer to $15 to $20 a meal on average. And let me tell you, the culinary scene here is top-notch, and has recently received accolades such as one of America's hottest food cities. And if you like your beer, the Raleigh Beer Garden holds the world record for the most beers on tap at 397. All right, you future Raleighites, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you decide to move here, we'll have you saying y'all, hanging out in the ITB, and thinking tailgating is your favorite sport before no time. We don't all talk like that. Raleigh is such a great place to live and offers such a tremendous variety of living. If you'd like to know more, our team here at Ray Realty would love to help you. Please reach out via our contact information in the description below, and one of our experienced team members will be in touch. You can also join our Facebook group, Relocating to Raleigh, that has thousands of people just like you collaborating about the area. And don't forget to subscribe below and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on our videos. For more information on Raleigh, check out some of our other videos or visit my website at www.rayrealty.com. I'm Allison Warnerowski with Ray Realty, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.